Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video, we're going to talk about how you can unlock story mode for the Liberation of Undermine raid, as well as also how you can get your hands on a free heroic level item simply by participating in story mode. So let's go. Unlocking the story mode this season is far easier or straightforward than the previous season. To unlock story mode and the quest, you will have to get to chapter 5 out of 6 of the Undermine campaign. So you will have to complete the Ignite the Fuel of Change chapter. This will be concluded with a brief scenario called Liberation of Undermine, whereby you'll just kind of do a little brief scenario all the way to the point where you pull down Gallywix's statue. And at that point, you will be sent a quest to come back here to the Intercontinental Hotel. You will ding and chapter 5 will be done. You will then have access to the means to do story mode, as well as also get the quest rewards. Okay, so the quest and accessing story mode. So let's talk about the quest first. The quest is available from Monty Gaslow. It's called Liberation of Undermine, the House Loses. And here you will get the Enchanted Rune, Undermined Crest. This will give you a 645, 658 piece of gear if you are to craft with it or to use it in a crafting order. So that's the quest you need to take. It will immediately become available to you once you complete chapter 5 from Monty Gaslow in the Intercontinental Hotel. It is a story quest. It's part of chapter 6 of Undermined. Once you have taken the quest to access story mode, all you have to do at the Intercontinental Hotel is speak to Pax Top Skimmer and click Proceed with the Liberation of Undermine. This will give you the story mode. In the story mode, you will only face King Gallywix. So you essentially will skip ahead to the final boss fight of the raid. The difficulty is incredibly simple. So all you have to do is defeat King Gallywix, and basically you are then ready to go. The game will give you a preset party. When I say it's easy, I mean it's really easy. There is no real strategy that I need to mention to you. I am 627 on this character at the time of doing this, and you really won't have any issues completing this. So I'm not going to run you through the boss fight because honestly you won't have an issue. It'll take a couple minutes, but then you'll be done. Once you have completed the raid fight, you can head to Marin Noggin Fogger over here by the Vat Works. You can speak to them and you'll be able to claim your Enchanted Ruined Crest. The whole process being from chapter 1 to 5, plus obviously the story mode raid, can take you, depending on your class, anywhere between, I'd say, 3 to 4 hours, being probably a bit generous depending on your item level. Also, you don't have to do the story mode to get the item. You have to beat King Gallywix, but obviously, you can enter the story mode, exit, and then beat him another way. But obviously the story mode is the easiest, so why would you not? You can then complete the quest, and basically you will get your Enchanted Ruined Crest. Luckily for Elts, things are a lot easier. So with Elts, you can just take the portal to Undermined from Dornagal. So the same one you take in the city every single time. You can speak to Pax at the Continental Hotel. You can select Skip the Campaign. Once you've selected that, you will immediately jump to the point where Monty Gaslow will offer you the Liberation of Undermine, and you can repeat the process. So you can go repeat it, take the quest here like so, and then you'll be able to enter the story mode, which is obviously great. So super duper simple for Elts. In terms of using the crest, the best way to do so is obviously the only way of doing so is to use the crest to craft an item. Now you can craft, for example, any item pretty much, but you will need a Spark of Fortune. To get a Spark of Fortune, you will have to have 2 Fragments of Fortune or Sparks of Fortune, and essentially combine them with 250 Valor Stones to make one. Now if you need more information on that process, I'll leave a link in the top right hand corner for that video. In terms of using your Enchanted Rune crest, you will need at least, at the bare minimum, 1 Spark of Fortune. You will need 2 Sparks of Fortune if you're looking to create certain items like a 2-handed sword. Now, in terms of creating an item, obviously there is, I want to say, some preferential items. So firstly, let's talk about how you do so. So if you're a crafter, it should be pretty straightforward. Open up your crafting list, go get the materials and craft. You will need to have incredibly high skill and equipment to obviously craft it, but you can do it relatively easy. If you are not a crafter, then obviously you will have to place a work order. Now, when you are placing a work order, you will select the item you want, whether it's a 2-handed sword, mace, great axe, for example, which needs 2 sparks, or maybe a 1-handed weapon, or maybe a piece of armor. But you have to click the one you want. Make sure you're clicking the one that is the appropriate item level bracket, so 593 to 675. Select your Spark of Fortune, and then obviously you will have to get the materials, ideally high quality, high level ones of the auction house, and then you will choose your Enchanted Rune Crest. Now my suggestion is to go for weapons, because you cannot convert the set pieces that you build. So if you build set pieces like shoulders, chest, or legs with crafting, you can't convert them with a catalyst to set pieces. So I highly suggest that you instead focus on things like weapons, because especially for DPS, they are crucial towards how much damage you do, and they're just super valuable across the board. And that's that. That is how you can score yourself some free gear. It might take you a little bit of time. Honestly, just be a bit careful about placing it on public order. If you've got a friend or a guild member that can craft, it's a lot better. But yeah, that's it from me. See you guys next time. Bye.